Good morning. Oh, there it is. There it is. I had one waiting for me. I'm a little disoriented this morning. Bear with me, I'm just waking up. Give you a quick tour of what we're looking at today, because I know you guys value the quick tour of what we're looking at. Go back into my bedroom and remember to grab my watch so I have some concept of what time it is this morning. Got my watch, got my water, got my lighter, got my candle, got myself. And you know what I have most importantly of all? I've got my coffee. Oh! Wow, it looks so bright out. Looks so bright out. Is this gonna work? I'm trying to lean you against a candle. It does work. Not that great, but it's almost too bright. It's almost too bright. I don't know if I can do this. Good morning, Lois. Good morning, Joni Joy. Hi, Ricardo. Hi, Gina. Hi, JW. Hey, Sandy Sheehy. Hi, Juan. Hello, user. Hello, Jennifer Baker. Who else? Hello, Dawn Marie. Mary Gray. Oh, Jennifer Baker, I have you on my mind. You left a sweet comment for me the other day, and I never actually responded to it. Believe it or not, I woke up in the middle of the night going, crap, I never responded to Jennifer Baker. Hello, user. Hello, White Chick Mama. Hello, Leah Forney. Good morning, Julie Flanagan. Hello, Eagle. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy. I've never been, wow, it's getting too darn bright out there. Almost so bright, I don't know that I can keep talking in it. I've never had the sun so high while I was doing my coffee with Ken. I'm glad you're having coffee with me this morning, and I'm glad for everyone else. But you're jumping ahead. We're spoiling the surprise of what the show is about. Again, good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Hello, Lisa Mooney. Hello. Well, Will Norton, you don't have to drink coffee to be part of it. Good morning today, tomorrow, and yesterday. What am I saying? I'm just waking up. It's hard to do this when you're just waking up. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is Sunday morning. It is April 30th, which is a special day for me. I'll tell you why in a minute if you guys remind me. I tend to forget. Don't be sorry, Jennifer Baker. I love that you just got on. I just got started, but I haven't had my coffee yet. This is a show that I've been doing for quite some time. It is a show about me talking. Yes, I've been told I look like Bruce Willis. It's a show about me sharing some feelings I'm going through. I get kind of emotional in my show sometimes. I get giddy and happy and joyous most of the time. Sometimes I get a little sad and cry when I talk about sensitive topics. Sometimes I might get irked a little bit. I used to say I'd get angry, but I probably don't get angry anymore. I get irked. I move less to anger as I age. I'm softening up. I'm becoming a big cuddly teddy bear. But for those that have been watching a while, it's more than a show. You guys light a candle on a bright sunlit day? I'm going to just see how it works. It's more than a show about me talking and waking up and drinking some water. As Jennifer Baker led on, it's also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I got a nice hot cup of coffee in front of me. And I'm really looking forward to taking my first sip at what for me is a very late hour on this Sunday morning. Slept in today. Felt really good. I think I needed it. I worked too hard. I beat myself up. My body is sore. Everything hurts. I'm falling apart, and I work in a physical job. But anyway, so I'm excited to take my first sip this morning. And I hope wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you got a nice hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. It's growing on me. It's the toasted coconut mocha. For those that tuned in at the very beginning, I showed you the bag as I was getting ready. and made this coffee a couple hours ago, honestly, or an hour and a half ago. Got up kind of early, was struggling through some emotional stuff. I'm a divorced dad. I'm a twice divorced dad, and with it's okay, Jack. With that comes, I don't know, for a sensitive guy like me, a whole bag full of emotions and sadnesses and regrets. And maybe somewhere subtly in the the framework of the show, this is a show about me working through the regrets of being a divorced dad. And I have 4 children, and I have 4 beautiful kids, 2 older girls from my first marriage, and 2 young little beautiful babies from my second. And I miss them all. I miss them all. And I wanted more and wished for more. And today's especially a sensitive day for me because it's 2 of their birthdays. 2 of them were born on April 30th. And one of them, the oldest one, is off in Florida with her mama at Disneyland or Disney World, I guess, having a great time. And good morning, Pete Ream. I brought her friend down there, and I don't know. They're having a great time, I'm sure. I don't know. They're in Disney on their birthday, or on her birthday. Sounds fun to me. Wish I could go. Maybe I'm just jealous. But no, I think I just wish I could have. I don't know. She was still a little baby that I'd hug and cuddle when it was her birthday. And now she's off doing her own thing with her friends in another state, and I'm not going to see her on her birthday. Made me a little bit sad. I have also a little nugget of love. My 2-year-old, he's 2 today, Augie, also born on April 30th. The irony. And good morning, Katie, who I'm going to see in about an hour because it's Sunday and it's my day with Augie. And his mama just sent me a video. It's kind of funny. I don't want to spoil her video, but she got him balloons and a present and what have you. And he was just waking up, and she was bringing him down the stairs and brought him into his kitchen. And I don't know, she pushed something on the toy to make it do whatever it is it does. And the balloons, I think, were scaring him a little bit. And he kind of just cuddled his head back into his mama's shoulder. And it was sweet in an Augie way, because a lot of days are good for me, Will Norton. Yeah, happy birthday to Augie and happy birthday to Aaron. But anyway, Augie cuddled into his mama's shoulder, and I texted her back. You know, the one present he really wants right now is cuddle with his mama. He's just waking up, and he's a little nugget, and he's going to have a ton of fun, and he's going to celebrate the day, I'm sure, and I'm going to go pick him up, and we're going to take him to breakfast. He's 2, but I think I'm going to order him some Mickey Mouse pancakes or something anyway. I don't know that he knows who Mickey Mouse is, but seems like something he'd like. He knows what whipped cream is. He knows what chocolate is. He knows what pancakes are, and he likes all 3 of those things. Somebody asked, how old am I because of my age difference? Yeah, no, I'm 54. I'm 54. Sweet. Where were you going for breakfast? Where am I going for breakfast? And then we're going to go to church, and then we're going to have a normal day and just kind of have fun. But he's 2. And, I can't, he's going to want to nap when he naps. And he's, and I have a great time every Sunday morning. And I talk about him a lot on Sundays, obviously. And we're going to do our thing and eat some breakfast. And Dad gets to eat some breakfast too, which I get. I don't know what what am I going to get? Maybe a ham and cheese omelet, maybe a grilled, a country fried steak or chicken sandwich with plenty of hash browns and pancakes. There will be pancakes on the side. The nice thing about pancakes when you go to a restaurant is they kind of throw them in. You can go, they'll offer you, would you like toast or pancakes with that? And as much as I think toast is a nice thing, a nice throw-in, they're no pancakes. Pancakes get syrup and butter on them. They're much more delicious. Was I always bald even when I was younger? Well, I've seen baby pictures, and it's interesting. the whole picture, the industry has changed dramatically over the last 50 years. When I was a child, there weren't very many cameras and they weren't very fancy. Now everyone has a million pictures to save every memory. And it's funny, my mom always, who passed a few years ago, was always good at saving pictures and putting together albums. I think it was her passion, putting together albums of her kids. And anyway, I think I was bald when I was a baby, but I did have hair in my midlife, if I could call my midlife, from 1 to 30. But I did have hair. I had blonde hair. And I don't know. Oh, no, it's okay. I mean, I appreciate it, but she passed a few years ago. I appreciate it. I don't know. Sometimes I will avoid even bringing her up because I don't want to get sad. But I mean, she's my mom, and I think it's the best way. I don't know if she's up. If you believe in heaven and she's up there in heaven, I think she's probably appreciate me talking about her love for photo albums, and love for kids, and love for pictures. And I was picturing, again, when you were born in 1968, you don't have 1,000 different baby pictures. You have, I don't know, one with a kind of miscolored of you in the hospital going, looking around going, what the hell's going on? Where am I? I was safe and warm a minute ago. Now I'm having to breathe on my own. Soon I will need to eat on my own. What do I do? What state am I in? Good morning, Sean. I am in, oh, I need more coffee. Don't ask me any hard questions. Like, what state am I in before I drink enough coffee? I'm in Illinois. I'm in Naperville. Naperville, Illinois is a town of about 145,000 people. Thank you, Silent Hammer. About 35 miles west of Chicago. And I don't know why I'm doing this show, but I've been doing it for a number of years and kind of have fun. Well, I know why I do it, because it makes me feel good. And makes me feel good. You've been to Chicago? Chicago's a beautiful city. But I've been doing it for a bunch of years, or almost 4 years now. It'll be 4 in about a month. And I don't know. It's a good way for me to start the day. Makes me feel a little more joyous. Maybe it gives me some companionship. Makes me feel so not alone. Makes me smile. And hopefully does something for you guys that are watching. Because I realized we all have struggles and we all have challenges. And most of us love coffee. And I think it's okay to talk about things like sadness or mental health or feeling good or growth or divorce or marriage or love or loss, or mom, And I've always been a little more open with my stuff than most people are. And I think I have an ability to share and tell a story and relate, I don't know, to connect with other people. And I think for most of my life, I looked for my purpose. I wanted to be, I don't know, when I was young, I'm dumb, I wanted to be super rich. So I kind of became kind of rich at that age. And I don't know, stupid things like stupid young people do. And didn't find joy there. And then I wanted to run my own business for a while, and I became a realtor, and I did that for 17 years, and really didn't find any joy there, any love there. Good morning, Shannon. Thank you for a happy birthday. I thought this was Bruce Willis. Well, that's so nice. I love that people say that. I mean, sometimes people say Howie Mandel. Sometimes people say some mean things. And there's nothing wrong with Howie Mandel. Nothing wrong with Howie Mandel at all. He's a fine-looking human. But I think Bruce Willis is really cool. I think Bruce Willis is cool. A lot of his movies, he used to smoke a lot of cigarettes. It's weird how time flies and things change. And, yeah. I think this is a nice way to keep track of time a little bit. And I say the date. Good morning, Texas Twister. You haven't been on in a while. I won't scold you. I so appreciate you getting on. You haven't been on so long, I forgot your real name. But I do love when you join on. It makes me smile. Good morning, Jerry. Is your name really Jerry? But anyway, I've touched on what I've done the last couple careers. And now I'd like to do something like this because this feels like it matters. This feels like it makes a difference. This feels like something I'm good at, something that sets me apart. There were a ton of realtors. I couldn't find anything that made, I was me as a realtor, but, at the end of the day, did you buy the house? Did you sell the house? Yeah, okay. Business transaction. And I forget, Jerry. And, oh, well, thank you, Texas Twister. And I think I make a difference doing this. And I always cut this video up into a bunch of small, silly little videos. So it's kind of funny. During the night, I wake up sometimes, and this takes actually a fair amount of work. Rewatching these videos and clipping them up and sharing them on various social media platforms. More work than maybe most people know. I probably spend 30 hours a week doing it, I bet, at least. And I woke up in the middle of the night, had a bunch of stuff on my mind, and decided to post a couple videos that I'd done earlier. And one of them was about Jason Momoa, the man that played Aquaman in a recent, the movie, whenever it came out a few years ago. And I posted on various social media platforms, and somebody on YouTube commented, "Is there any reason you thought this was worthwhile videotaping and posting here?" Serious question. It's like, if you just look at that little clip of video, and you got some, thank you, Jennifer. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Jerry, for remembering Holly. I get to see Holly every day. Anyway, if you're just watching an individual clip of any one of my silly little videos, I called them silly to a friend yesterday, and she goes, "What you call silly, I call real life. And the world needs more real life right now, so keep doing what you're doing." A woman that watches me here on TikTok. But anyway, I posted the video on social media, or on YouTube, and the guy had no understanding of why some dude's commenting on Jason Momoa. But I think if you watch it in the whole stream of thing, if you read one page out of the middle of a book, you probably wouldn't know what the hell's going on either. But if you go, hey, it's strange, this 54-year-old bald man in PJs is commenting on Jason Momoa. I wonder why this is of any value. Maybe I'll turn the page and read more. And then they do. And then it grows. Thank you so much for following the host from Tennessee. From Tennessee. Tennessee's kind of a neat state. I often think of moving, and I talk about it a lot, and I have to move in a month. I haven't decided where. I struggle with it because I do have 4 kids in the area, but I also realize the struggles that come with being a divorced dad and how whatever. So I think of moving out of state, and the leading place I'd move, just because it's close and, I know it, is Wisconsin, and I have a friend up there that, I don't know, seems like a reason to go there. Sometimes I've thought of moving to North Carolina, because I think it's pretty, the temperature's nice, it's hilly, and I don't know if this is insulting to Tennesseans. I don't want this to be insulting to Tennesseans, so do not be insulted from Tennessee. But I think it is a Target shirt, and I mean, not an official Target shirt. It was actually, ironically, bought at not Bed Bath & Beyond. What's the other place? I'm drawing a blank. They send out lots of coupons. You actually don't have to bring money. Terry Jane, you're in Arkansas? Not Walmart. They send out so many coupons. Kohl's. I think it's Kohl's. Yeah, Kohl's dollars. Yeah, Bed Bath & Beyond is no more. What was I talking about? Oh, Tennessee. Tennessee's kind of a poor man's North Carolina. Hey, somebody from Missouri. Yeah, it is Kohl's. Somebody from Missouri. My little sister went to college in Missouri. Also pretty, also hilly. When you pass, I drove to California, and I moved to California once. When you pass St. Louis and you're driving through Missouri, suddenly it gets interesting and hilly, and they had to carve the highways out of rock. think that's kind of neat. In Illinois, they didn't have to carve too many highways. Hold on, I got to drink some more coffee. In Illinois, they didn't have to carve too many highways out of rock. They didn't have to use a heck of a lot of dynamite building the highway system in Illinois. It's fairly flat. It's fairly flat. I've enjoyed my life in Illinois. I think Illinois is a good state. It's kind of middle of the country, middle of the road. Kind of. Do you know anyone who did industrial commercial real estate? I know people that did real well in commercial real estate. And I think maybe I could have found more joy, but it would have been different. It would have been different. Residential real estate, the thing I struggled with residential real estate is everybody's a customer. You know, everybody's a potential customer. And that's such a tiring feeling. That's such a tiring feeling. Now, today when I meet people on the street or at Starbucks or whatever, at Super Target or wherever, you know, I go, hey, and I'm just being me. And I don't feel like I got to go, hey, and I'm a realtor. You know, anyone looking to buy or sell, send them my way. I'm friendly, but I'm really friendly. I'm not just being friendly because I'm a realtor, because I am really friendly. And I am just wanting to be friendly. But I feel, you know, people always kind of kept a distance because I was a realtor a little bit. They might just keep a distance because I'm me. And me's a little unusual. But I think unusual's charming. I think unusual is adorable, especially in this red faux Target shirt and PJs that I think were a Christmas present for my daughters, one of who was born on April 30th. Is it anybody else's birthday today? Is it anybody else's birthday out there today? I'd love to sing happy birthday to you all. What time is it? It's 8:15. I can talk for maybe 10 more minutes. I'm going to shower. I might even put on a collared shirt today for my morning breakfast with my son, Augie. Although it's not really a good idea. He's a 2-year-old, and our plans are going for breakfast and getting like Mickey Mouse pancakes. And I was thinking of this white collared shirt that I wear when I think I'm being fancy. And I don't know. I bet he's going to get chocolate on his hands. And I bet I'm going to try and wipe them off. And then I bet he's going to give me a big hug. And I'm going to, oh, I love you, Augie. And there's going to be chocolate on his lips and on his mouth that I forget. And there's going to be chocolate stains all over my shirt. And I'm going to stress because it's my favorite white shirt. And I don't want to stress on my son's birthday. So maybe I'm going to wear something a little less formal. Maybe I won't even shower. Maybe I'm going to show up in my PJs and my red shirt that I wore all day yesterday at work. I was really tired yesterday. I was really tired. I don't know, listening to a guy talking about how tired he is a very interesting live video on a Sunday morning, but I really was. And again, I say I put in a lot of work onto these videos, rewatching them and clipping them into smaller chunks. I like to do that at Starbucks. I feel the energy is good there. It's kind of like a bar without the alcohol. And I like people watching, and I like coffee. Hello. Hello, Edith. Let's have a little more coffee. But I got home, and it was a 4-day stretch of working where I do, and I was exhausted. And I'm wearing nothing at all outside of these PJs right now. But I would say briefs if you must know. I bet you mustn't know, but somebody asked boxers or briefs. The kind of long ones, the kind of tuck to your thigh a little bit. I think they are nice, as opposed to the tighty whities I grew up in. This might be way too much information on a Sunday morning. Feels good to not be working today, and it feels good to be to have gotten a good night's sleep. Again, I woke up feeling kind of sad a little bit because I was missing my kids and I was divorced, and I was like, woe is me, which I have a tendency to do. And as my day gets moving, as my coffee gets drinking, where's my hair? I left it on my couch in 1995. Somebody asked where my hair was. Again, I had a black couch. I don't think I'd get a black couch again. But again, it was 1995. I was living in a high-rise in Chicago with a beautiful view. And I remember looking down and going, that seems like a weird amount of hair there. It didn't all fall off in one day, mind you. But I'm sure it gradually did. And I don't want to talk too much about baldness, but Wicker Park? No, I never lived in Wicker Park. I was either Gold Coast or Lincoln Park or Streeterville. I yeah, I don't know. I lived in McClurg Court. If anyone knows where Chicago is or knows Chicago real well, my very first apartment I lived in Lincoln Park with a couple buddies for like 8 months once, but I moved from there into a high rise that you could see the lake called McClurg Court. And my rent, I think, and it was 1991 or two or whatever it was $980 a month for a nice size one bedroom, and I mean it had huge windows, and you could see the lake, and it was in a very cool hip area where you could walk to the Loop, and walk to the Mag Mile, which is what they call Michigan Street in that area of Chicago, and I think I got 1 month free on a 13-month lease. 1 month free on a 13-month lease. So, I mean, it averaged out to probably whatever, 9-10 a month. And, jeez, I couldn't rent a studio apartment in Lisle for 9-10 a month right now. I rent this home, which certainly it doesn't have probably the value of that condo, and I'm paying $1,750. And the most I ever paid, I think, when I lived in Chicago, I rented another one bedroom with probably one of the most spectacular views of Chicago. It was really cool. Corner unit, top floor, wraparound windows. And I'm only telling you, I don't think Wells cool, but this apartment was really cool. Huge deck. And I mean, again, wraparound windows. You could see the whole city. It was spectacular. And I think it might have been $1,240 when I started, and maybe $1,360 when I left. Yeah, it's probably $3,000 a month or something like that. And I mean, that's inflation, and we're talking a long passage of time between then and now. But things have changed. Honestly, I made way more back then. I made more then than I ever probably have in my life. Boy, I should have saved some of it. Where were you guys? Should have tapped on my shoulder and said, "Hey, Ken, stop going to the casino. Stop going to the Bahamas. Put a little of this aside. You're going to need it in 30 years. But, in life, you can't look back on regret. And those are interesting years with funny stories. Beverly's a little kind of suburb, but it's not really a suburb. It's part of Chicago. On the south side of Chicago, very Irish. My brother Steve married a woman from Beverly, and from a kind of family that is somewhat well known. So I'll leave it at that. Hello, Oakleys. But let's drink a little more coffee. It's kind of getting cool, kind of getting tepid. I don't know how long I'm going to talk for you today, but there's 56 viewers now. And it's growing all the time. I hate to say goodbye. I feel guilt. I've always felt some remorse for a lot of things I do in life that really aren't. I got to get up and start my day. Hey, thank you so much, Jennifer Baker, for joining. Coffee in hand, man. Humboldt Park. Did you ever see the movie Aquaman? Are you just asking that because you watched my video that said I never have seen the movie Aquaman? I wonder if it's good. I never saw it. I mean, it was so Jason Momoa. To me, I'm guessing, and I didn't see it. Aquaman was a little too much of a beefcake movie for me, and I don't know. I talk about Brad Pitt from time to time. He's a really good-looking guy, and what's cool about Brad Pitt is he does a lot of movies with some hearts or some teeth to them and some weird characters and what have you. But he did one movie that's such a beefcake movie that honestly, he probably got paid a ton of money for him. Do you guys know the movie I'm talking about? Yeah, oh, He's a Millionaire, all right. Why did I leave Chicago? Because I was getting married and we moved to the suburbs. It was funny. I eventually moved into a tiny little studio with my first wife in Lincoln Park and on a kind of cool area, tiny little studio. And we had a huge chocolate lab, and it was me and my wife and this huge chocolate lab living in a tiny little studio, and we moved in to a beautiful townhome in Lisle from there. Just kind of wanted to move out of Chicago. I think when you get married and you start thinking about having kids and do that sort of thing, a lot of hustle and bustle living in an urban life in, you know, with kids and a family. Lisle, baby. Yeah, I did live. I'm watching you from prison. You're what? You're wearing my gang's colors. Better be careful. Well, do I look like a blood? Do I look like a blood? I doubt that I did. Cincinnati Reds better be watching out too. But anyway, hey, Silent Hammer comes in. Naperville is big. Naperville's got a huge footprint. It's not only a town of 145,000, but it's got a big footprint. Because it was, when I grew up in Downers Grove, which is in the area, probably 10 miles from where I live right now. Hello, Eric Motocross. I got to drink some coffee, guys. And Naperville, I think, was like 45,000 people in the 80s, about the same size as Downers. But Naperville was next to a lot of farmland at the time, and they kept annexing various farmland and making it part of their town. And suddenly we have South Naperville, and it stretches, I don't know, 10 miles, 10 miles north to south. Have I ever thought about having my own morning show? I do have my own morning show. It's called Coffee with Ken. I think about it all the time. It's what I would like to. Somebody just asked if I've ever thought about having my having my own morning show. Hey, thank you, Katie. I appreciate you. I think I do have my own morning show. I just don't know how to make $1 jillion or to be on TV. But I don't know that you need to make $1 jillion to find happiness or be on TV to find an audience. Okay, I talk about making a living doing this someday, and some of you might want to know. I hit 1,000 subscribers about a week ago on YouTube, and my goal is to hit 10,000 here on TikTok, because I think you get to monetize, it's called. Be part of the creator fund on TikTok, and it's called the YouTube Partner Program on YouTube when you hit 1,000 subscribers. I hit 1,000 last Saturday, and in the first day I made 72 cents, and then I made 84, then I made 90 something, then I made $1.20. So in 4 days, I think I've made $3.71 on YouTube. And I know that's not a lot of money. I know it would buy me a cup of coffee. But I think A, the trend is right. B, it's the hardest dollar is the first dollar to make, and the hardest million's the first million you make. And I bet you the hardest $3.71 will be that $3.71 I made in the first 4 days on YouTube. My audience continues to grow every day. I think I was so excited to monetize YouTube and to hit that 1,000 subscribers that I go, okay, let's see how much money I can make. And the answer is not making a ton of money at that number, but I continued to grow, and my subscriber base continues to grow, and I pick up more followers every day. Good morning, Laura from Wisconsin. My magazine model cover. I should meet you someday, Laura. I might fall in love. What was I saying? But my subscriber base is growing, and I think somewhere midweek I go, hey, let's keep focusing on growing this. Let's not stop at 1,000 subscribers or 10,000 followers on TikTok or whatever number on any other social media platform on. Let's keep focusing on growth and let the money take care of itself. And I think it will. And I keep doing my thing, and I keep going live every morning, and I keep spending some time and cutting those videos up into little clips and posting them. Yes, Matt Zeman asked if he should quit gambling. I think the answer to that's probably obvious. Not only do you lose a lot of money, but for me, I used to drink alcohol all the time when I was, I do look really red today, when I was gambling. I used to gamble a lot. That's what I did with my money in the 90s. And I don't know, it was fun. It was fun. Bahamas. What's it called? Would fly me and a buddy down there and to gamble. I was like 25. It was pretty cool when you're 25. You're just starting to lose your hair. You can fly a buddy down and they pick you up in a limo. Crystal Palace Casino in Bahamas. But anyway, lots of fun memories. But lots of fun memories, but not a good habit to be involved with. So, because again, you not only do you lose money overall, and you can lose a lot of money. I heard, and I don't want to spread rumors. I like Phil Mickelson, the golfer, a lot. But I heard that there's times that he's struggling financially because he still gambles a lot. And I don't know if that's true. And Phil, if you're watching, I'm sorry. You're one of my favorite golfers. I did not enjoy being a realtor. You got to really love real estate to be a realtor. Somebody asked if I recommend people that are good in sales to go into real estate to be a realtor. I personally did not like being a realtor at all. At all. At all. I did it for 17 years. I kind of did okay because I think I got a pretty good personality for it. But I didn't like it. I didn't find it fulfilling. I didn't feel I made a difference. I didn't think people loved me as a realtor. I think I work at Target right now, and I think my customers that come through my aisle find more joy in me as a guy working at Target than they did as a realtor. I think as a realtor, with me, they looked at it as a business transaction, and they just wanted me to open the door and be friendly and be me, and I can do that on walking down the street. I don't know, it felt kind of soulless for me to do as a profession. So, hello there, how are you? But anyway, it's about 8:28 right now. I have to leave my house in 17 minutes. I got to go pick up my nugget of love, Augie, and celebrate his birthday with him, and I'm looking forward to doing that. I got to hop in the shower, decide what color shirt I should wear, knowing that my little nugget of love, Augie, is probably going to be... I love fish and chips too. Somebody said I love fish and chips. And I don't know if they're just trying to distract me, but it worked. My mother grew up in Scotland. She lived in a tiny town called Wallingford. And when you're in Britain, they do fish and chips right. And this was way long ago, but it was really cheap. They put a huge piece of fish over all these great fries, and they pour apple cider vinegar and salt all over it. And it was delicious. And I love fish and chips. And I miss Scotland. I miss my mom. I miss my cousins because most of my family still lives in Scotland. And I think back on it fondly and hope to go there again. Hope to go there again someday soon. So anyway, I'm going to leave you with that. One more sip of coffee, and then I'm going to, I promise you, as soon as I say goodbye to you guys, I'm going to go heat this coffee up and chug some more as much as I can, considering it's going to be hot. But one more sip of coffee. Cheers, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you are feeling good. I hope you had a great night's sleep. Hope you're at peace with yourself. You're loving yourself. You're forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.